Well, good day, folks. Spencer Remple coming at you from Arviat here in the Nunavut on Hudson's Bay. You know what? I've been here a little while. I've been interviewing a few people, trying to make friends and meet people that'll be willing to sit down in a hot seat here and talk with me. So, luckily today, Darren Price has said that he'll do that. You know what, folks? Why don't I shut up? Turn it over to Darren. Let's find out about his career here with the Northwest Company. Darren, tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, why don't you start at the beginning? Where did it all start? When did it all start?
Well, thanks for putting me on a hot seat here on a Monday afternoon. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, wow, what a career it's been. Still going strong. It's been 25 years.
All right.
Started in 1997. Sometimes I look back and say, geez, that was just like yesterday. Right?
Yeah.
I was hired on as a quick stop manager when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Rankin Inlet, and it was good. It was one of our larger stores, still is. So started there, and about 6 months in, I met my lovely wife, Sherlyn.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it was love at first sight, actually.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, so she came into the store. I was operating a register, and our eyes locked, and she said to me these words that I'll never forget. She said, "Would you like to go to the square dance with me?" Right? So
Sarah Lynn, way to go. Look at that. You gotta be brave.
We started chumming around together, and years and years later, we were married, but we were together. And we started a family about a year later.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that was great. So then from Rankin, we moved up to Coral Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I had expressed an interest to move out of the quick stop. And that's one of the things that I like about this company is where if you want to do something else and you aspire to learn, the company is great. They will take it upon themselves to give you every opportunity to succeed and to do different roles. Mm-hmm. So I stayed in Coral Harbor for about 2.5 years, and then after Coral Harbor, we moved on to Baker Lake, a brief 6-month stint.
Mm-hmm.
Then the call came again to go over to Paulituck, Northwest Territories.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to Paulituck. I was store manager in Paulituck for, I do believe, about 2 years. Then from Paulituck, we moved over to Repulse Bay, back over in this area. Now keep in mind, my wife is from this area, so we had aspirations to be in this area, so closer to family.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right? And the great thing about my wife is she seems to have family in every community, so it was great.
So even in, where was it, Repulse Bay?
Yeah, so Repulse Bay, she had...
Was there family there?
Yep, she had
Yeah,
2 brothers and a sister.
Hey, that's pretty neat.
Right, so... I got to learn a lot about the land and got to go out fishing. The fishing and hunting was great. Mm-hmm. Lots of fun. Truly the land of the midnight sun.
Right. Up there, yeah.
Oh yeah, it really is. It's right on the Repulse Bay. If you look on the map, everyone, it's right on the Arctic Circle. Springtime was great. You get off work at 7 o'clock on a Friday night and go out fishing at 12 midnight. You'd look at the sky and you say, oh, it's like noon. Right? So the sun wouldn't go down, and being young, you don't need to sleep because the sun's up. So,
right.
Right? So we'd go out all weekend, fish and hunt and have a blast, and go back to town Sunday night, have a rest, and then go back to work.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So we were at Repulse for about 4 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And the call came, we'd like you to move on to Arviat. And I had to think about it for a minute because we were settled in Repulse. Mm-hmm. So decided that I'd take the plunge, and I still find myself here today.
Right on. Tell me a little bit more about how many kids you have.
I have 2 beautiful sons.
All right.
Yeah, and I have 2 beautiful daughters.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I have a beautiful granddaughter, Paisley. And so those are the kids, and it was part about being Northwest is of course we work hard, but we play hard. And one of the things that keeps me going is you have to have something besides work. Mm-hmm. Right? And whether, I'm very lucky I met my wife in the north, but whether your wife comes with you, you have to be out in the community, you have to be a part of the community. right? Because you can't just, you know, I always talk about, because we're a training location here as well. And one of the first things I tell them, you have to have life personal balance. You have to have something else, right? You have to be able to unplug.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the things that draws you to the north is the people. Like, I could be in my dooryard pumping up my tire on my Honda, and somebody's going to walk by. Hey, Darren, need a hand? Right? So
Yeah.
it's just that sense of community and that sense of belonging, right? So people are very welcoming, and that's one of the first things you notice when you come north.
You know, not to mention, I was at your place there one day and was lucky enough he took me out on the land there. We just hopped on his ATVs right there, right out of the house. No one has to go drive them anywhere to a spot. We just hopped on the ATVs, drove right through town, out on the land, and there we went.
Yeah, we drove about 2.5 hours on the road to nowhere, we call it, and got to watch the caribou migration.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was something.
Right?
Yeah. What a great day.
Right? And then you also took you in, and I went to pick you up, and I said, okay, well, my son-in-law put down a caribou, and the girls are gonna dress it and put it away. So come on over and have a look, and you know we're gonna have a meal before we go out.
That was fabulous. They were cutting away right there. I was helping them out, and then another one was cutting in the kitchen and putting that right into the frying pan, and we were eating that caribou before we even headed out on the ATVs.
Yeah. So it was great.
What a great life. What a
Yeah.
great life. Thanks so much for involving me in it in this time that I've been here. I've really enjoyed making your acquaintance and becoming friends. I love the lifestyle that you had here, your family. I've gotten to meet them all. It's just been welcoming and wonderful. You're just a great example of someone who's built a career and a life up here in the north.
You're gonna bring a tear to my eye. Like I said, there's no better way of life. I mean, my commute is less than 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm not sitting in, I can't imagine being in the GTA and commuting for 2 to 3 hours. I mean,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of people do. That's a good point.
Right.
5 minutes in your home.
5 minutes and I'm home.
Mm-hmm. No
50.
traffic. Ride your quad.
Yeah, 25 minutes. We're at our 10 frame. You know, right? And what we call it is Nunavut, the land.
Oh yeah.
Right, so that's a translation. So we're gonna go to Nuna. We're gonna go out to the land, right? And it's just, you know, if you have a bad day, just, you know, we go on the Honda, and even just to go out and have a cup of tea, it makes a world of difference.
Leave the stress of the store behind there. It doesn't take but 5 minutes to get out into the middle of nowhere. Again, I just want to shake your hand one more time because I'm just so thankful that you took the time here for us right now.
Oh, you're very welcome, and I appreciate it, and I hope somebody sees this video and really thinks about coming north.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Go
north.
Right on, buddy.